Hey, I'm Jed Evans, the Georgia Farm Bureau Young Farmer Coordinator, and today I want to talk with you for just a few minutes about one of the most exciting aspects of the Young Farmer Program, our annual discussion meet. The discussion meet gives young farmer members an opportunity to sit around in a boardroom type setting and discuss pertinent topics that pertain to our nation's leading industry, agriculture. The discussion meet is a very unique event in the fact that it's much more discussion than a debate. The discussion meet simply allows 5 to 6 individuals to sit around a couple of tables and have a simple discussion. The idea here is to flesh out ideas on very important issues and come to some sort of an agreement. Contestants are judged on 6 different criteria: cooperative attitude, problem solving and implementation, delivery, analysis of topic or problem, opening statement, and closing statement. So, let's talk a little bit more in detail about each of these 6 areas. We're going to go through these rather quickly, but if you ever have any questions, feel free to give me a call or send me an email and I'd be glad to go into more detail with you. The first area we're going to talk about today is cooperative attitude. Cooperative attitude is the most important part of the discussion meet. It's worth 200 total points on the scale of 700 points in this competition. Remember, this is a discussion, not a debate. Oftentimes, folks find themselves trying to argue points rather than work together to come up with the common ground for the better of Georgia agriculture. Cooperative attitude means working together, listening to one another, asking personal questions, and building upon shared ideas to find the best possible answer for the discussion question at hand. Cooperative attitude, again, is all about discussion and not debate. The second part I want to talk about today is problem solving and implementation. That's fairly self-explanatory, problem solving and implementation. The key here is to really understand what question you're discussing and stay on target. A lot of times discussion may wander in one direction or the other. We call that chasing rabbits at Farm Bureau. But the key here is to stay on topic. The topics are fairly well defined and we're seeking to find a good answer to this pertinent question. So clearly identify what it is we're discussing and figure out how we as an organization and you as an individual can do your part in finding a solution to this question. Delivery. That is very self-explanatory. There are a couple of key things to remember when we talk about delivery. One of them, as my dad always said, dress for success. You want to make sure that you look good when you go for the discussion meet. Now, I'm not saying that you have to wear a suit and tie, but definitely make sure that you're a little more clean shaven than I am today, and that your clothes are ironed, and that you're presentable to the judges. Delivery also has to do with voice inflection and the way that you present yourself. Sit up straight, try to speak clearly, and do a good job of presenting yourself. I know that this is an area that I can sometimes struggle in, the voice inflection part, but try your best to speak clearly. It will not only enhance the discussion, but it will also allow the judges to better understand the points that you're trying to convey. Analysis of topic or problem. This ties in very closely with problem solving and implementation. Again, the big thing here is to understand what exactly it is that we're talking about, really analyze that problem and get to the core of it and try to figure out a good answer for this question. Tie it into cooperative attitude, work with one another on really defining what this topic is, and then figure out how we can come to a group agreement on how to best approach this matter. Opening and closing statements are the last part we'll talk about today. As we mentioned earlier, you will have 30 seconds to give an opening statement. In your opening statement, you should outline how you view the topic at hand, talk about a couple of quick points that you feel are important to this topic, and encourage everyone to have a good, friendly conversation. The same holds true for your closing statement. This time you'll have a minute to prepare your closing statement, and then will be given 1 minute to actually deliver your closing statement. A good closing statement should thank everyone for their participation in a lively, fun conversation, should highlight the key points, and should, in your own words, reiterate what was discussed and how we should do things moving forward. So, those are the 6 guidelines we'll talk about. Again, I know I breezed through them really quickly, but if you want to talk more, please feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email. Now that we've gone through what the discussion meet is and how it's scored, let's talk about what this year's questions are. This year's questions are: 1. How should Farm Bureau engage farmer-rancher members representing all types and all kinds of operations, i.e. conventional, organic, large, small, and niche markets, to work together to better promote a more positive image of agriculture? 2. How do we encourage young farmers and ranchers to continue to be involved in Farm Bureau? How can young producers lead even if they don't hold elected positions on boards? 3. What are the best practices for youth working on farms and ranches to ensure their safety and provide them learning opportunities in the area of agriculture production? 4. U.S. agriculture is one of the major industries for the American economy. What can farmers do to stimulate more economic growth? And 5. How can young farmers and ranchers work with elected and appointed officials to eliminate unnecessary or excessive regulations placed upon agriculture while ensuring that new regulations are justified based on their cost and anticipated benefits? These are 5 very good questions. The best thing that you can do in preparation for the discussion meet is take each question, go online, do some research about them, and really familiarize yourself with what the question's asking and form your own opinion on how we as an organization and you as an individual can do your part in assessing and answering and finding a solution to each of these questions. The discussion meet really is a great event for all young farmers. It's a fun way to interact with others and provides a great social opportunity. Even better, the state winner gets a brand new Arctic Cat 4x4 500 ATV, free to you. The discussion meet is going to be held during the Young Farmer Leadership Conference on Jekyll Island, July 12th through 14th. The Final Four round will be held during our Georgia Farm Bureau State Convention in December, back on Jekyll Island. I hope that you'll think about participating in this year's meet, and I hope that you'll come join us on Jekyll Island for a great weekend. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me at 478-697-3207 or email me at jcevans@gfb.org. Look forward to seeing you on Jekyll Island.